Marcus, there have been reports coming out of the England camp that a game of hide and seek has got out of hand recently. Have you found Harry Maguire yet?
You know, he gets himself in great positions, and if we can find him, we will find him.
Hello there folks and welcome to our first game in the group stages of the World Cup. You can see there Belgium have already beaten Panama 6-0. Leon Bailey on the score sheet, interestingly. Still haven't got my scout report, which is a bit annoying. But a 6-0 win for Belgium. Mertens, Witsel, Bailey and Lukaku. And it now falls to England versus Tunisia in our opening group game. I will say, although the groups are identical, the fixtures don't always align. So we actually play Belgium next. Don't let that affect your viewing. So Tunisia then, the game to come next. And we'll see how we get on against a team that obviously in another world, not this world, that results happened now. So let's run you through then what is going to be the starting 11. We've had the friendlies. Let's talk through what we're selecting or who we're selecting for this big game. So, after thinking about it long and hard, this is the system we have selected. And a system that will hopefully be relatively familiar to a few of you watching out there today. Then Pickford will be in goal. Stones, Cahill and Eric Dyer make up my back three. The ball-playing abilities of Eric Dyer and Stones outweigh any other of our defenders. Although, we've mentioned before, Harry Maguire, Tarkowski, they can come in at any point if needs be. Gary Cahill, the most experienced of our squad, can sit just in the base of that midfield, the defence, and do a decent job for us. Kyle Walker on one side, Danny Rose on the other. Ali and Henderson are going to make up the midfield too. Henderson playing a slightly deeper role. There might be a point in this series which we decide to put Henderson in an even deeper role and create a bit more width with Walker and Rose either side, but we'll have to see how we do with these two in the centre. And Raheem Sterling gets the go-ahead ahead of the likes of Adam Lallana and Joe Cole and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain as our shadow striker, with Jamie Vardy working as well on that left-hand side. I'm actually going to move Kane right up into the centre, starting to shadow striker from this position. So there's a little bit of a triangle. I want to show you that as I did it. We'll see if that triangle sort of coexists. Well, look, I'm England manager. Just trust me. I've gone smart because, you know, it's Tunisia, World Cup, so respect the look. I have just put a suit jacket over a t-shirt. Back off.
With the expectations so low this year, you must be in for a good tournament with England.
Well, you know, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? It's going to be a challenge. You know, World Cup's always competitive, so I think we'll give it our best shot, Chris. You know, give it our best shot.
In your eyes, would a positive performance be better than a positive result?
No, that's a stupid question. I mean, I've got a game to manage. Come on, Chris. I mean, get these off. So here we go then. Our first game at the World Cup. We are favourites for it. Our form going into the tournament is very, very good. I shall submit the team. Come on, England. 30 years of hurt. It's way more. Now, Kazri, of course, is their danger man. We'll have to look out for him. He's probably the only player they've got that's of any quality, so keep an eye on him. And Sheffrey up front is their striker, who I'm not concerned about. The rest of them you might recognise a few. Abdenour's there, Balloon's there as well, so they're not awful. Some of these players didn't play against England in an alternative reality. And there's our boys, looking ready for action. Of course, at some point, Joe Cole will probably enter the field of play. What he'll achieve, we have no idea. And as much, folks, this has been a slightly different series in terms of some of the contributions from other people and the way it's been a bit more of a story. Whatever happens. This is just, I mean, can I do better than the other reality of England? And the games then are underway. I think for this game, we don't really need the groups, so we'll remove that. So here we go then. England versus Tunisia in the opening of our World Cup campaign. How will we do? And we kick things off with a throw-in. And obviously this is a testing time, a pressure cooker environment as well at the Volgograd Arena, which is actually where they played the game. The detail of this database, I'll give it the credit. Early stage is pretty good. 15 minutes gone. We've had a few shots, and we've got ourselves a throw-in on that far side as Kyle Walker gives it to Jordan Henderson, who will be the hero in this team. Danny Rose, an unlikely source of goals potentially there, as Danny Rose came in at the back post, but heads over. Danny Rose was not the first scorer. Bet365 definitely didn't have that. Not a sponsored video. Dele Alli on the ball now then. Is there any movement ahead of him? He's got an option in Danny Rose, but Jamie Vardy drops a little deeper and now finds Kyle Walker on that right-hand side. Ball back to the back post. Oh, it nearly went in. The keeper has to deal with it. Jamie Vardy keeps it alive. He finds Danny Rose. If he can pull it back, he can. Dele Alli with a goal. And England take a 1-0 lead in the World Cup. Dele Alli with the finish, Danny Rose with the assist, and England are 1-0 up against Tunisia. We've seen it before. The ball's whipped in, the keeper, flaps it a little bit. Jamie Vardy does excellent to keep the ball in, gives it to Danny Rose, who lays it to Dele Alli, and the finish is fine as well. 1-0 England. We can win this tournament. Now I'm excited. Now World Cup fever's hit me. Hashtag World Cup fever in the comment section. Are you feeling it? Have you got it now? It's Tunisia, though, on the ball, and this could be their first chance as Sheriff. He's tackled by John Stones, who hits it up towards Harry Kane. Doesn't really get control of it, but Ali plays Vardy over on this left-hand side, and can the combination up front work? Carl Walker, we saw it in the friendlies. He's deadly once again. If he can get a ball into the centre, he can. Vardy's there, headed clear, though. Are we going to get back on it? We are. Danny Rose now on this left-hand side. Can he put in a quality delivery? He plays it in, and there's Raheem Sterling in that shadow striker role, celebrating wildly. That's what you want to see. England 2, Tunisia 0. 32 minutes gone in the game, and England are looking very comfortable. Carl Walker, that ball in, wasn't that bad actually, but it's recycled. Danny Rose does fantastically, not only to win it back, but to deliver the ball into the area once again. And there's Raheem Sterling, left-footed past the goalkeeper. England cruising their way into the last 60. Too early for that. Although, of course, we saw Belgium have absolutely smashed Panama, so you'd hope we could do the same thing. As more highlights coming, as Jordan Pickford's delivery is fantastic. Finds Harry Kane, who should have made it. Oh, but Jamie Vardy's there and makes it 3. Harry Kane gets fortunate, really. He missed a big opportunity, but there's Jamie Vardy prodding home. 35 minutes gone. It's England 3, Tunisia 0. Can we beat the 6-0 of Panama? That's the question. You see here Pickford, massive kick up field. We know his distribution is talked about an awful lot. The defensive mistake there is evident. Harry Kane really should be finishing it, but Jamie Vardy on hand to prod home. And 3-0 England. Easy, this World Cup nonsense. Easy. And I tell you what, there could be more before half-time. Raheem Sterling bursting forward. Come on, Raheem. Harry's there. Jamie's there. He pulls it back. Danny Rose maybe once again. No, Vardy will have that. The pace of Jamie Vardy, he's not giving it up. Finds Raheem Sterling. Turns to Walker for 4. It's 4-0 England against Tunisia. We've had 39% possession, but 4 goals. They've had a lot of kickoffs. It explains it all. It's a demolition job, people. It is a demolition job. The work rate of Jamie Vardy. We changed the system ever so slightly from the friendlies. I took what we saw in those and I changed it around a little bit. Carl Walker bangs it home. He's on the score sheet now. And England looking very good so far. It's a corner before the half-time mark as Jordan Henderson, shoot Jordan by all means, no, gives it to Eric Dyer instead. Little back heel from him. England playing with a confidence of giving it. Oh, Harry Kane! Oh, it's a mistake at the back and we're in again. I thought we'd given it away, but it was them that gave it away. Kane gets it again. 5-0 England. Why can't it always be like this in the other reality? Jordan Henderson finds Dyer. This little back heel, cheeky from Eric Dyer. Dele Alli, he gives it away, but this pass back here, needless. There was no option further forward. Harry Kane pounces, though, a goal for him, and it's England 5, Tunisia 0. 5 different goal scorers as well. That's the most amazing thing for me. Ali, Sterling, Vardy, Walker and Kane all on the score sheet and all looking very good. And if there was ever a time at half-time to say something positive, it was now. I can't believe, gentlemen, you've just done that. Do it again. Go and do it again. Right then, things are going to remain the same as we go out for the second half. I'm sure we'll see some changes. A tournament is a long old process, so we've got to make sure everyone's got their wits about them. And, a performance like that, Kazri with a free kick here, it's smashed against the wall. Tunisia are committing men forward now. And Jamie Vardy, he loves this sort of situation. It's given away. A through ball over the top could be dangerous. He finds Vardy. Kane's there as well. Raheem Sterling, the pace of him through the middle. My word, look at him go. Raheem Sterling for 6, and it is 6-0 to England. We saw that before. This is what would happen if I was actually watching it. I'd just be laughing at this point. 6-0. We saw Belgium beat Panama 6-0. I thought, well, there's no way we're going to match that. But my goodness gracious me, the pace of Raheem Sterling, the clinical nature of Raheem Sterling, I've never seen the like of it. They're doing something to keep Joe Cole out of this team. At least, some things had to have happened. I think it's a positive impact, really, on the team in general that's forced this. Now, Jamie Vardy is struggling a little bit, 68% on the old conditioning. I'm going to get him off, and he's had a fantastic year. And if we're going to bring him at any point, Ashley Barnes for Jamie Vardy, it's the obvious switch. Consider bringing on Joe Cole there, but it's a corner. Sterling plays it in. It's cleared just about, and this is obviously now 7, and we top the group, which is a bit ridiculous. KL finds Dele Alli. Sterling from distance. Oh, it could have been and should have been 7. All right, we're about 25 minutes to go here. Dele Alli's picked up a booking, but it's Raheem Sterling, who's had a superb game. He won him fit for the next one. Is going to come off. Joe Cole enters the pitch. Slightly different player, not as quick as he used to be, but technically and mentally, he's got it all. 10 minutes left to go. We'll make our third and final change. Jack Wilshere to come on for Dele Alli in the Mazzala role, and we'll just see then. Final 2 minutes. Can we get a 7th? I mean, time is ticking away here. England, the job has been done, let's face it, as final corners played in. 6-0, which means the next game against Belgium is going to be an absolute corker. I mean, that may well decide the group by the way things are looking so far. Joe Cole plays out to Harry Kane. But I think, my friends, that first half performance is going to seal it. 5 in the first half, 1 in the second. And England are getting their campaign off to the perfect start. And I don't want to say it's all down to me, but it's mainly down to me. Tunisia 0, England 6, at full time. Outrageous. No bullshit penalties in this one. No. And then we had classy Sterling on form for England. Post-match, I mean, we could deal with that with Christopher Proud. I'm sure he's in attendance. KL's pleased with the win. England can build on the victory. And I mean, hold a team meeting, not a problem. I'm pleased everyone played well. Carl Walker, not happy about that. Never mind. Carl Walker said, "Are you joking? Have you seen the other teams in this competition? We'll win it without even trying." Carl Walker there, everyone. I mean, I'm going to have a word with Carl, I think.
6 goals in an England group game. You've probably become one of the most successful managers already. How do you feel about that?
I wouldn't say that, Chris. Come on, I wouldn't say that.
All right, after just one game, don't you think you're overachieving as an average manager?
No. Go back to the first one. Do the first one again, please.
6 goals in an England group game. You've probably become one of the most successful managers already. How do you feel about that?
That's fair, Chris. That's very fair. Group stage 1 then down. Match day 1 done. And we move on to Belgium next episode. As I say, the fixtures aren't exactly the same, but they're pretty close. So we get to see a preview, really, of the alternate reality. So I'll see you soon. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel.